What's up, guys? It's Jordan from LaundromatResource.com, and this is the Laundromat Resource Podcast. I am insanely excited that you're here for episode number 5 because we're going to talk about something that's a little bit step removed from laundromats, but it's a big concept right now, and it's a concept that plays intimately into the laundromat lifestyle, or it can if you design it that way. So what we were going to talk about today is a concept called financial independence. You may be familiar with it because it's all the rage right now. People are talking about it all over the place, and there are 1,000,002 different ways to attain financial independence if you search online, from fulfillment by Amazon to real estate investing to who knows. I mean, you can create income all types of different ways. So, I want to talk about it in the context of laundromats, obviously, today, because I think laundromats play right into this concept of financial independence and can give you the independence that perhaps you're looking for. Let me just define financial independence just so we're all on the same page. Here's how I like to think about it. Financial independence is when your income covers your expenses, and that income that's coming in is divorced from your time spent on creating that income. Now, most of us are familiar with income coming in as we work our 9-to-5 job or whatever hours you work for your job. And we put in time for a company and they compensate us for the time that we spend working on whatever it is that we're supposed to be working on. Now, that's good, but I think a lot of us would like to free up our lives in order to do the things that we love, that we're passionate about, with the people that we love and we're passionate about. So the concept of financial independence is creating income that is divorced from your time spent. And that is something that laundromats can bring. But first, why is this important? Why is this an important concept? And obviously, it sounds very attractive and appealing to me and probably to you also. But what can this financial independence do for you? Now, obviously, this sounds, at least to me, like a very attractive concept and probably to you also. But I want to talk a little bit about what financial independence gives you. Now, the first thing that it gives you is the freedom of time. I don't know about you. I have small kids. I have a wife. I have a lot going on in my life, and time is something that just always seems to be running away from me, not present, something that I just can't have enough of. But when you have income streams coming in that are divorced from your time, that frees up a big chunk of your time for you to spend on the things that you want to spend it on. Financial independence also gives you a freedom of choice. A lot of times we are obligated to do the things that we have to do in order to make a living, to pay the bills, to feed our kids, to feed ourselves, to put clothes on ourselves, to put a roof over our head, whatever the case may be. And we don't have a lot of choice in the matter. But financial independence gives us the freedom of choice to choose how we want to live our lives, whether that's living in the suburbs or living downtown where we're close to everything, or taken off to Bali for 6 months out of every year. Whatever the case may be, financial independence can give you the freedom of choice. Another thing that financial independence can give you is a freedom to dream. Now, a lot of us have had dreams kind of growing up as kids. Maybe you wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to go to the moon. Kids today probably want to go to Mars, but the moon or Mars would be awesome. I'd still love to do that. I have this dream right now of wanting to buy a sailing yacht and sail the South Pacific with my family. Now, I have other obstacles besides money in the way of that dream, but money is one of the considerations for whether or not we'll be able to do that. So whether your dream is to live a quiet life in a suburb somewhere, or be able to go out every night and just party it up downtown of your nearest metro area, or maybe your dream is to go spend 6 months in Bali every year. Whatever your dream might be, a lot of times the things that hold us back from our dreams is money. And when you have financial independence and all of a sudden the money that comes in is divorced from the time that you put in to earn that money, you have this freedom to start to dream again, to think about, hey, what could life look like? What could your life look like if you didn't have to worry about paying the bills? It could be anything that you could dream up. And a lot of times we get beat down because we have to do our job and we have to keep our head down and focus on our work to keep paying our bills. And we don't have that freedom to dream about what could life look like. But when you have enough income coming in that you're not spending your time earning, that's paying your bills, you have this freedom to dream about what life could look like. And that is a freedom that I think a lot of us are missing, and we don't even realize that we're missing. Another thing that financial independence can bring you is the freedom to give. I think a lot of us see some of the pain and the hurt around us in our world and would love to do something about that, but feel like we can only make a small dent. Feel like we work so hard for our money and our lives are so expensive to fund that a lot of times it feels like there's not a lot left over to give to others. Well, when you're financially independent and your expenses are all taken care of, you have a freedom to give money, to give your time, to give your energy, to give your brain power, to give whatever it is that you want to give. You can do that a lot easier when you're financially independent and you're not worried about the money to cover your daily expenses. That's a powerful freedom, not just for you and bringing fulfillment into your life, but also for the world around you. And how would it be if more of us have this freedom to be able to give to others? Another freedom that financial independence gives you that's important to me is I've had times in my life where there have been people who've had the ability to make decisions that deeply affect me and my family. For example, I had an employer who I was working for who made a decision to let me go from my job. And that really affected my life and my family's life and my ability to take care of my family. And I did not like that feeling whatsoever. And in fact, I do not like the idea of giving someone else so much authority in my life that they can make a decision based on a whim or based on good decisions or whatever, that will completely derail the trajectory of my life. I don't like that feeling. And what financial independence gives you is freedom from your dependence on someone else to make decisions for you and for your family. It's called FU money, basically. So that way you can walk into your job, and if things are not going as planned, or you're hating life, or your boss is making you miserable, or whatever, you can walk into your job and say, you know what, F you, I don't need your money. I'm out of here. Or if you get laid off or you get fired for whatever reason, it's okay. It's not the end of the world because you have money coming in that is divorced from your time and your effort that's covering your expenses. So that's the power of financial independence. Another huge advantage of financial independence is the ability to make your life awesome. And for me, I get stuck in the mundane, doing the same things over and over and over sometimes, that I just need to bust out and do something awesome. For example, my family and I are talking about going to Bali for a month. We're just going to go to Bali for a month because it's crazy and it's just different, and it's something that is just outside of the box, and it's an adventure, and it's awesome. And we just want to make our lives awesome. We want to give our kids experiences that expose them to different cultures and different parts of the world and different ways of living and different adventures. And we just want to make life exciting for our kids and for us. And financial independence gives you the ability to make life awesome. So whatever that means for you, maybe it's curling up with a book by a fire in the mountain cabin, or maybe it's sitting on the beach, sipping margaritas and getting a tan. Maybe it's, I don't know, dressing up in a chicken suit and running through the mall. Whatever it is for you that makes life awesome. Financial independence can allow you to make your life awesome. I think financial independence is something we can work towards, and we have the ability to make decisions that either put us more dependent on our jobs, or we can make decisions that make us move more towards being financially independent. And the choice is ours. It's up to us. And we get to make those choices. And there's no right or wrong choice. But laundromats, I think, can help us get towards financial independence if that's something that you're looking for. Let me talk a little bit about how laundromats can help you achieve financial independence. The first thing is this: laundromats are relatively passive, or can be run relatively passive, if not almost completely passive. And that right there divorces whatever income that you bring in from your laundromat from your time and energy, which means you can run it on the side as you're working your 9-to-5 job. Or if you get to that point, you can quit your 9-to-5 job and just have your laundromats bringing in income and paying your bills. Again, that is one of the most powerful parts of laundromats, is that they can be run on the side or almost completely passively. Laundromats help you reach financial independence by divorcing the income from the laundromat from your time as you run them passively, or you run them on the side as a side gig, as you work your 9-to-5, or eventually when you quit your 9-to-5 and you just have your laundromat income funding your amazing, awesome lifestyle. This is making money while you sleep, assuming they're open late or early, or you take naps during the day, or whatever the case may be. But you're making money while you're not present. Whatever income is coming in, you're making that money while you're not there. So that is the key to getting financially independent, is finding ways to make money without you having to be there, without it taking up much of your time at all. So I want to encourage you to think not about how to make your life smaller and do less and save more, but how can you make your life bigger? How can you make your life more awesome? How can you do more of the things that make you feel alive and excited? How can you do more of the things that make your family feel alive and bring you guys closer together? How can you do more of the things that fulfill you, that bring meaning to your life? Think big. Think about how to make your life bigger, and let laundromats be one of the ways that you fund that big life. That can be the power of laundromats. They are not just a business that is about cleaning clothes. They're a business that can bring you a very, very big life, if that's what you're looking for. I don't want you to think of laundromats as an unglamorous business. It may not be super glamorous, but the life that it can give you can be as glamorous as you want it to be, because it's passive income. It's income coming in on the side. It's divorced from your time if you set it up correctly. Now, if that's something that sounds interesting to you, if that's something that excites you, if that's something that you feel like, yes, I really want a bigger life, I want to do more of the things that excite me and fulfill me and bring me happiness and give me more time with the people I love, doing the things that I love, if that's something that you're interested in, here's a practical step that you can take to get started in the right direction. Take that very first step, super easy right now. Go to laundromatresource.com and sign up for a free 15-minute coaching call. I'm not going to try to sell you anything. We just want to help you succeed and have a big life with laundromats. And we want to help you do that any way possible. So go to laundromatresource.com right now. Sign up for a free 15-minute coaching call with me. Again, I won't sell you anything, but let's figure out how to make your life bigger so that you can do more of the things that are exciting to you and fulfilling to you. All right, this is Jordan from laundromatresource.com, wanting you to have a bigger life. Hey, please give me a like on this video. Share it if you found it valuable with someone else who could maybe use laundromats to help them fund their bigger life. Subscribe, that way you don't miss any episodes. And if you have any questions or comments, or you want to see episodes about anything else, leave a comment below. I would love that, and I will get back to all of those things. Again, I'm here to answer any questions you have and to help you succeed using laundromats. All right, we'll see you in the next episode.